my home team.
All right. We will begin first if we could just get some opening thoughts from the head coach of the Gophers. Bob?
I liked this tonight, and there we were. I thought we were playing well, you know, and there we were tied in the third period. And we had some, unfortunate ones called back, and another one's on the goal line that kind of looked like it was in, but it was inconclusive. And but our guys stuck with it, and then the Kester power play 3 goals tonight. And Luke Middlestad's a heck of a player. Great job tonight, Luke. And then we got our chances and we finished this thing. So one thing I was really impressed is, the Minnesota people that showed up. What a crowd that we had tonight. It's just fantastic. And nothing would have been worse than having them stick around without their team being here. So we're pretty fired up that we can all stick around for the next couple days.
Great. We'll take your questions for the players now, right here. Purple front row here.
Leo Haggerty, Amped Up Sports. For both players, Aaron first. Great win, but unfinished business. 24 hours to separate the victory and then get ready for the next one?
Yeah, I mean, fun to win, but yeah, that's right. We're looking to win Saturday, so we're excited to rest up and get going.
Yeah, I think he hit it right on the head. I think it's a fun win, and we just got to get ready for Saturday.
Jess
Myers from the Rink Live. Luke, how often do you talk to Casey? He's obviously played in this building a few times. What kind of advice did he give you about playing in this kind of atmosphere?
Yeah, I think we always talk, and he just wants me to have fun and keep playing my game no matter what. And I'm super fortunate to have him, and I think he just wants me to keep playing.
Are you guys in the back? I mean, there's still some seats. I know we have a tight space, but if you need to crawl up here or get up here, please feel free to fill in. Watch the cameras there as you come up here that are recording. I just want to make sure people can get in here. Thanks for becoming good friends out there. All right, Randy, right here.
Randy Johnson, Minneapolis Star Tribune. As for Luke, was that left circle your office tonight? Is that how you saw it? And could you just go through both of those goals for us?
Yeah, I think Mike gave me that first one, and Hughie set up a great screen. I don't think the goalie saw it for a second, and all I had to do was kind of put it in that right side, and fortunate enough I did. And then on that second one, Ches gave me a great pass, and kind of the same thing, screen out in front, and fortunate enough to put it in.
Okay, Josh Freeman right here in front.
Josh Finishaw, College Hockey News, for Aaron and Luke, or for anyone really, I guess, actually. But do you think the experience of being at the Frozen Four last year kind of altered the pregame mentality or the pregame routine at all for the team this year?
Aaron?
Yeah, I think experience helps in everything. So I think a lot of guys, especially returners, had a new level of confidence, and then the young guys see that and just have a good culture on here. So it definitely helps.
Luke?
Yeah, I wasn't here obviously, but having that leadership back and all those guys in the locker room, they've really helped all the freshmen since day one have confidence, and super lucky to have them.
Yeah, that's a good point. He wasn't there last year. I came out tonight. It's a very excellent point. Did you do anything different, Bob?
No, the biggest thing I liked is we played the 5 o'clock game. Last year went in overtime and we started at 9 o'clock at night, and that was different. Yeah. And I liked it.
All right, Jess?
Jess Myers from the Rink Live. Aaron, you went through kind of a real battle in your first NCAA tournament game last year where you were down and basically in a hostile environment. You have the big push tonight. Don't get anything out of it. You come back from a quick deficit. It looks like you're up 3-1, and then second period, they tie it up, and at one point the shots were 9-1 BU. How do you kind of maintain even keel, not get frustrated, kind of weather their storm after all the good work you guys have done?
Yeah, to be honest, I turned to Gordo. I was like, "What's going on there?" We're getting having a couple shifts. So, but they have their pushes, and that's just how the game goes. So, you just kind of got to weather the storm and hang in there.
Randy?
Yeah, for Randy Johnson, Minneapolis Star Tribune. For Aaron, can you take us through your pass to Rhett for that goal, and when When did that come to mind, I guess, that type of pass?
Yeah. Well, Rhett sent me a Sidney Crosby kind of play similar to that this afternoon, and I said, yeah, we'll either try that or else break to the net, and he broke to the net and I found him. So.
Sidney Crosby always working his way in here. I love it. All right, in the back on the left, guys.
Eric Vigo, Gopher Puck Live. Luke, you had 17 missed shots as a team through 2 periods. Was there anything you tried different in the 3rd period to get pucks to the net, specifically on your 2 goals?
I don't really think we tried anything different. I think we had guys in front of the net all night, and that might have credited that a little bit. But no, I think we just keep firing the puck and good things will happen.
Okay. Julie?
Julie Robenheimer, NHL Network Radio. Fellas, can you talk just a little bit about the physical nature of this game and how you guys were able to, like, I mean, from my perspective, lean into it and take over those parts of the game?
Aaron?
Just it's an intense game. So you just gotta keep going. I mean, you prepare for it all year. So I mean, we're all ready for it. So you just kind of gotta hang in there.
Luke?
Yeah, I think physical part is a huge part of the game, and being able to practice against that Cooley line, Hughie's line every day has really helped me a lot, and I'm sure helped all the D a lot too. So that's, like Hughie said, that's what we've been preparing for all year, and yeah.
In the back here?
Gage Kilborn, Q30 Television. This one's mainly for Bob. It's your first time you're making it.
Wait a while, Gage. You're not following along here. We're going to finish up with the players.
Oh,
very controversial right now. Just kidding you, Gage. Well, wait. We're just going to finish up with the players, and then we'll stick with Bob so they can go. Yeah, no worries. No worries at all. Are we doing with the players? Are you guys? We good? We'll be back tomorrow. Okay. Great, guys. We'll let you go. Congratulations. Appreciate it. All right, Gage. Back to you.
I didn't like his question. Go to the next. I know where it was going.
So your first time in the national title game, and you're going up against 2 coaches who both have beaten you in some pretty big games. Brandon beating you in the Big Ten title game earlier this year, and Rand Pecknell beating you in the Frozen Four in 2013. What is your preparation going into Saturday?
Well, why don't we wait till about 11 o'clock tonight and see who we're playing. And we know we're going to be in the game. We played Michigan 5 times this year, so we're very familiar with them. We're not familiar with Quinnipiac. I'm just darn happy we're going to be playing. That's the first job when you get here, is to punch your ticket the first night to get to that game. So, I think we played Quinnipiac back when, 2013. That was a long time ago. Yeah, it was a long time ago, so I draw nothing from that game. But I don't know. I work for that guy right there that has 2 national championships, and I learned a lot from him. And I played against that guy who's got 3 national championships, so hopefully I stole something from these guys.
All right, Lane.
Coach Leo Haggerty from Amped Up Sports. When you left the Twin Cities, it was below freezing. It's going to be 90 degrees in Tampa tomorrow, a normal April day for us. So you have to keep an eye on your players and make sure they don't go out and get sunburned, anything like that.
Just got to keep an eye on me. We've had an awful winter. I think that's one of the great reasons why there's so many Minnesota people here. I mean, we've already talked about it. I mean, just an awful, awful winter. So what a great place to be in Tampa, Florida.
Running for the CVB in the Twin Cities is Coach Moscow Jess.
Jess Myers from the Rink Live. Bob, same as I asked them, that middle of the second period when BU was making that push, did you have to say anything, do anything different to kind of calm your players down? Because I think you closed the second on like an 8-1 shot run.
Well, question before that, we had 2 2-on-1s in the first 6-7 minutes of the period, and we missed the net on both of them. So we had some chances, and all the teams here are pretty good. Everyone's going to put on a push, and you got to weather the storm. We played a tough schedule this year, so we're battle tested. We've been in this before, and you weathered it, and then we got back on top of it.
All right, Ryan.
Hey, Coach. Coach, Ryan Kennedy from the Hockey News. Luke Mittelstadt, obviously just a freshman. Just curious what kind of progression you've seen in his game throughout this season, from the beginning to what we saw tonight.
It was kind of like right from when you start practice to start a year, like some of the good ones you just go, there's a good one, and he had it right from the start. You know, one of the reasons we were calling USA Hockey said, you got to watch this guy. You know, I know he wasn't drafted, but he's a candidate for the World Junior team. And that was from, you know, they start watching right away. So his progression, you know, he had a terrific season last year in the USHL. And he's really been great from the first day that he stepped on the ice with us. And we have to spread our minutes around. We play 7 defensemen. It's as strong as D-corps as I've ever had or ever will have. So they all contribute. That's the great thing. I said it the other day. There's no ego amongst them. Like even Faber used to play 30 minutes. He's down to 22. But it's all about the team. And as you saw, those 3 freshmen are pretty good players for us as well. They kind of hide under the radar a little bit from the 4 upperclassmen, but they're terrific players.
Then we'd like to thank you for turning us on to him at USA Hockey.
Yeah.
In the back, right there, please.
Coach, I'm Doug Hastings. I write for a paper in Burlington, Mass., Jay Pandolfo's hometown. You were a first-year coach at one point in time, and just wanted to get some thoughts on your thoughts on Jay and the job he did with BU this year.
Well, I can tell you this. I didn't win the league my first year or the playoffs or the region or get to a Frozen Four. So what a year that Jay's had. And everything that we read, you know, we talked to a lot of people out east, just a ton of respect for him, just a class act. And I know he played with Paul Martin. Paul just said he's a terrific person. So obviously BU's in pretty good hands with Jay.
Jess Myers, The Rink Live. When I asked Brodzinski what he did differently after Fargo when he had 4 goals, he said it was his line mates telling him to shoot the puck more often. Was that the message for Luke or any of your D going into this one?
Well, we wanted to they're a really good defensive team, and they pack it in. So we were going to have a lot of shots from the flank. You know, and it all started when, you know, on the first goal when he sent it down to the goal line and Hughie did his little behind-the-back pass. Well, that opened up the shot lane the next time because they were trying to take that away. And I mean, Luke nailed both shots. They were big-time shots. So, you know, we want to shoot every chance we get.
Jimmy.
Jim Conley from U.S. College Hockey Online. Bob, maybe kind of following up on that, was there anything that you had seen in prep? Because I think a lot of your shots were coming from that left elbow side and able to get those shots over the glove. I think 3 of them, if I'm right.
Well, both sides. They collapsed to the middle and really, and they're there to block shots. And we knew we didn't want to miss the net and we didn't want to get shots blocked. Well, we kind of failed on the one, missing the net too many times. But we felt that was something we could do was, you know, chuck some pucks in from the side angle. And you got to be careful because they're dangerous at their transition game out of their defensive zone. That's one of their great strengths that we had down. But our guys, I felt we did a really good job with that tonight, stopping their transition out of their zone.
Okay, Randy.
Randy Johnson, Minneapolis Star Tribune. Bob, what was your reaction on Aaron's pass to Rhett? And have you seen that from him before? What do you see in practice out of that?
Well, we worked on everyone, and we talk about it, but it was after a timeout, and they were all, you know, and Rhett he's a video guy. He's got clips from everything, and he probably called it. I'm going to go with it. So great call by Pitter and those guys to make that happen. That's the one change we made was because we've had 2 righties on that unit a lot, and that's why we're using Pitt more, that righty-lefty combination right there. And the right guy's got the puck.
Okay, in the back there, sorry.
Eric Vigo, Gopher Puck Live. Bob, this pace felt like a World Junior medal game. Was that something you were kind of looking for in your game plan for this one, to have that pace and have that intensity?
I mean, I said it the other day, and I'll say it, like, this was, any 4 teams here could win this thing. You know, it's a single elimination, one and done type And it just comes down to limiting your mistakes and capitalizing when you get a chance. We got 3 power play goals. The pace is going to, you're going to see Michigan tonight try to push pace against Quinnipiac, and there's some fast teams here, and there's a lot of talent on all 4 teams, and we got one left.